No one went with me though, right?
Yeah, just you. All right. So before we actually head off to you being, going off towards the forest, last time, as you and the party were making your way back towards Temple Market, you split up with the group as they went off to an inn, while you were curious, wanting to go back to the forest down south of day a day's worth of travel south, where you saw Alibrand. But as you're making your way there, you notice that you're kind of traveling light, especially with your rations.
Yeah, I was rushing. I did that on purpose.
All right. So as as you start making your way off of the front gates of the city of Niterin, the guards kind of halt you. You watch as one guard kind of slowly comes up to you. Oh yeah, I remember this fella. You're part of the Dark Watch crew that did some mess earlier in the city, didn't you?
Ah, yes.
I don't know which one of these are yours, and he just kind of grabs a kind of handful of like your your tokens,
There's no
your
names, right?
medallion. Yeah, there's no medallions. It's the same medallion of this kind of red and dark owl.
I'll just, I'll take one and I'll say, this one looks to be mine.
Guard just kind of gives you a quick nod and points you due south. Be safe in your travels, and should you return to the city of Niterin, Julie noted that your group has done some rather unspeakable things. Your crime, though it is pardoned because of your duty, is still noted within the city, and such people will have a different outlook to your group.
Well, what's done is done. We can't really do anything about the past.
And the guard kind of gives you one last nod as the gates open and they leave you off towards where you're going. And I believe we're
Forest,
going
I guess.
down to the forest. 30 minutes of travel passed, and you're pretty much just walking down this kind of open road. You see carriages and carts passing by you, some going towards the city, some veering off just in the horizon, kind of veering off towards the city of Whitlock down to the west. And as you're slowly making your way off towards Fallfield, you notice a small kind of smoke in the air from a camp in the same direction that you camped when you were making your way towards Niterin. Someone probably saw your old campfire and just repurposed it for their own. But as you slowly make your way off towards that bit of the forest, another good few hours or so, you start making your way down. The hunger kind of sets in, and yeah, you travel for a good, almost a full day's worth until it eventually gets close to dusk.
One.
Yeah, so go ahead and take out a ration from your
One,
inventory
right?
as you make your way off towards Fallfield. As you slowly make your way towards the forest to your right hand side, now you start to see more and more of those kind of the forest that you've been to in the past. It's still as quiet as it was before, and it's just the side of the road. And when you make it there, there was someone definitely here in the same campfire that you made before with your group, but the campfire has since died out. Probably just some traveler or passerby using your campfire for a quick moment before leaving on their own path. But as you make your way off towards that small clearing where you had your camp, it's quite serene, quite beautiful.
Quite, quite.
Yeah, and so what do you do?
I'll hmm, hit noon, right?
It's heading off to dusk, meaning like it's almost night. You've been traveling since like early morning, um, like even before early morning, since it was just night time the moment you went out of the sewers. So even before morning, you've already been traveling off towards wherever you are now.
I'm at the area where I camp, right?
Yeah.
I'll set up a bit of camp. Already a bit of camp, and I'll try to look for berries as sustenance since I'm probably gonna die of starvation.
Um, Go ahead and make me a survival check for you just setting up camp. Usually, you'd be around your group, and they'd usually be there to help gather some sticks and some tinderwood and fire. Um, and you're proficient in survival, so you would know how to just carry yourself along. Go ahead and make me a survival check. See how well you make your camp.
Just norm.
Yeah, normal check.
Oh my lord!
Yeah,
Oh my
with
lord!
your group not exactly being here, you have a tough time, but not so tough that it's impossible to do. It's pretty easy to find a few sticks that are falling off from a close by branch, some dried leaves, stuff like that. Enough to reignite that fire. And with the embers already there from the person who was previously here, you make quick work. You start setting up a small kind of campfire around just to keep yourself warm as soon as night comes through. And it takes you a good hour or so, gathering materials for the campfire, placing it down, and making sure that it lights up. And do you actually have a tinder box or a way to light this up?
I have presto.
All right, your
Oh,
prestidigitation.
guys. Does my spell slot fresh?
Yeah, yeah, you had a
I Yeah, I have a rest. We had rest. Got Forgot to put it. I I have presto.
yeah. Um, I can't remember if you can light campfires with the prestidigitation.
Yes, it says here. Wait.
Just
You
cast it.
instantly light or snuff out a candle. That's light, right? A torch or a small campfire.
Yeah, pretty cool. Yeah. So yeah, with your magic, you cast it, and immediately, the kind of fires start to billow out, and you see the smoke start to rise into the air, keeping a kind of quiet distinction between you and the forest and your small camp. And with that, you know, with only a single ration left to your name, you start gathering out into the forest to see what you can find. Um, yeah, go ahead and let me see real quick what you need. Um,
Perception, survival.
let me do a check.
Let me do it. Let me.
Hold on. Anyways, let me see here. Okay, so homebrew mechanics, homebrew. There you go. You're trying to look for like berries or anything. You're trying to forage, right? Is that what you're trying to do?
Yes. Anything to eat.
Yeah, and as you start kind of looking for any kind of maybe some food that you can bite down, anything to just kind of fill up your hunger throughout the entire remaining of this day. You spend a good hour or so, just kind of harvesting around, trying to see what you can find within the forest close by. Last time you were here, there were snake berries, or spider wart berries rather. But since then, it's been picked dry from between you, Belwick, and Myrrh, and all of you guys have been picking these things dry. So it was at this point there'd be none left. So you have no choice but to go a bit deeper into the forest, not so far from the camp, but enough that you're inside some grass now. And Go ahead and make me a survival check.
Okay. Okay. I have Wonder. Does that help?
You can always recall the general layout. You have been into the forest in Fallfield Forest, so you can find food and fresh water
Can I
each
get
day.
advantage?
Yeah, I'll say sure. You can have advantage with this.
Yes. Give me a
Remembering what animals and whatnot you have in this area.
been in this area. Oh my
Oh, you
lord.
didn't even need it.
Hell yeah.
All right. You kind of look down, and surely enough, as you kind of pass a good, a good kind of a good few trees and a few tall grass, off towards the distance, you see this. You see just this hulking mass of a what seems to be a kind of sloth,
Oh,
and it's just there, kind of hanging by the trees, unknowing. You watch it just kind of sitting there. It's good nutrition if that's what you're into, but
alive.
you're gonna have to try and take it down.
I don't wanna disturb forest. There's no like uh berries or some mushrooms around.
You can try your luck for mushrooms, but um, you're gonna have to roll me another survival check for that. Still with advantage, but still.
That. Okay.
Yeah,
That's a
wow,
19.
pretty good. Okay. Seeing this kind of massive sloth just kind of hanging there, sleeping, unknowing to your location, you turn away. You start making your way a bit towards the east of that forest, going back towards your camp. And surely enough, you start to find a few of these small, what seem to be the small kind of flowers. And on the flower are these like pretty small berry-like things. Like, so it's a flower. In the middle of the flower, there's a berry growing on it. Would you like to make me a nature check to see if you know anything about this?
Flower. Okay. I'm not good with nature. Oh. Okay.
Wow, okay. Alright, so this is what is known as a floof. It is known as devil's tongue in some parts of the world, and it is a dangerous plant found in forests, typically found within the Svartal Empire towards the east. But in most cases, if properly picked, you could actually eat that berry on the very top of that floof.
I'll try.
Do you have any herbalist kit or anything like that?
Unfortunately, no. The power of my flippers will do.
All right. Um, Make me one last survival check, just a normal one this time.
Oh, God.
And yeah, it's not difficult. It's pretty easy to just kind of grab that bit of the berry, twist it off, and you pick it out. And surely enough, you manage to pick off enough of that flower that's not poisonous. You see a bit of like kind of poison drip off from the flower itself, but as you pick that berry, it seems to be clear of that poison. And yeah, you now have a good few pounds of those fluve berries. They're called FLEUVE berries. And
You
you have enough for at least 2 days worth of ration.
fog. How is that? How much do I put?
Just put 2 days worth of rations.
And
And as you pick up a few of these food berries, you return back to your camp,
camp.
slowly seeing the sun start to finally fall. It's close to basically being nighttime, and
Can
When you
I?
get to your camp, yeah, what do you do?
Oh yeah. I thought I was in the camp already.
Yeah, you're pretty
So,
much like on your way towards your camp, and as you see your camp there, what are you doing?
uh, no, I was planning to remember the elderwood
Mm-hmm.
that you I picked up.
Yeah.
I was planning to use the elderwood as my uh arcane focus.
Oh wow. Okay.
I have this one, the first paragraph. I can use a simple martial weapon as an arcane focus. Yes.
And yeah, it does count as a quarterstaff,
Yeah.
being just a very long stick. So yeah, you can spend 10 minutes to start doing this. And how would you like to describe you attuning to this thing?
Like the loading screen is just two gears loading.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, that appears, and then slowly, like gears start to appear on the wood. Like there's no clanking sound, but it's just like
Kind of
like magic,
magic
mystical sound.
gears that
Yeah,
appear. Yeah. So kind
yeah,
of,
and then after 5 minutes, it becomes smaller and smaller and smaller, and by 10 minutes it disappears, and it becomes my arcane.
and yeah, now you have that good elder wood with that bit of like the bit of the end of that elder wood used to hold that crystal. Now it's completely broken and shattered. It's just a long stick now that now you're somehow managing to use to cast your spells. And
Yeah.
um yeah, you want to test it out?
I'll test it out. Yeah, yeah.
What do you cast?
I'll try casting a small one. Yes. I cast alarm.
Oh wow. Yeah, sure. And I assume that you're just kind of casting this around your camp.
Yes.
Yeah, you just kind of point your Elderwood staff, and you watch as these gears appear from the very end where that crystal used to be. It's just replaced with a massive magical gear that appears whenever you cast a spell, and it starts covering this entire camp of yours. And slowly you watch as this large kind of magical bell appears for a quick moment. You see it just kind of floating on in the air, moving left and right before eventually disappearing, waiting for something to activate it. But
Hell
you
yeah.
know now that that staff does work.
It's working. Okay. I'll for I'm at the camp, right?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I can't sleep. Wait. I'll I'll make the alarm mental, so I can hear it in my mind instead of like being audible.
Mm-hmm.
That's fine.
Yeah,
Then
sure.
I'll sleep for a while, for like until it's like what time did I meet uh the guy? What's his name?
It was like the dead of night, like
Alibran.
it was like midnight.
Then it's still dusk, so there's
Yeah, so
like
it's you have like a good, like maybe 6 hours worth of sleeping at this point.
and I know it's still not night because I don't. There's no time,
Yeah, but
but
you can see that the sun is like
I can
slowly making its way
yeah,
downward still.
and I'll sleep for now. Take a
Okay,
bit of rest.
sure. And you know, what are you sleeping on? You have a sleeping bag on you, or are you just kind of
I
huddling
do have a
around the
bedroll.
grass? Oh yeah, you have a bedroll. Oh yeah,
I have a
sure.
bedroll.
You kind of flay your bedroll out, and you start huddling yourself inside your bedroll with your nice
Cuddle,
campfire by the
cuddle.
side, and you start to drift off into sleep. As soon as you kind of lose consciousness for a quick moment, not long, maybe like 10 minutes or like 15, you're not sure, not less than an hour, you start to hear loud ringing in your mind. Ding, 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 ding.
Oh, I wake up. Like, what the hell?
As you wake up, across the road towards your camp, you start to see a ranger slowly make his way out of the forest.
Halibran.
As
Uh,
as the ranger slowly makes his way out of the forest, you notice several different things.
Let me refresh. Oh, there you go. Perfect.
Coming out of the forest is in fact a ranger, wearing the same kind of green garb. You thought it was Alibran at first, but as he slowly made his way out, you noticed that there are no elven features to this one.
Oh,
With a mask covering his face and a few arrows in his back, he kind of turns towards you. I don't know who's this Alibran fellow you're talking about, but I do have a few questions for you, friend.
I'll answer them. As long as we don't fight. I'm a bit tired right now.
I see
Let's
that.
settle things peacefully.
And I will try to settle things as best as you would like to wish it. But you see, I often don't work with folk who knowingly and willingly work with evil people.
Oh, it's a racist. Okay.
He kind of turns towards you. You know of a man by the name of Myrrh. Where is he?
Myrrh. Oh god, it's... Should I be a snitch? Wait, Cass, let me roll a 1d100. I wanna be a snitch.
As you can see,
Okay. It's by night, Erwin.
And
I've heard... Wait, after that. I've heard a story that, they did something in the city, but apparently it was bad.
and he just kind of, you watch his eyes kind of squint. His face is mostly covered by this bandana that's around his head, and you watch his eyes just kind of focus down on you. You heard stories.
Apparently the dead woke up or something. I was just there.
So you weren't part of this whole excursion that happened in the city.
Oh goodness, I'm gonna roll a d100. Yes. That's alright. Okay, that's still... I was there for a while. I was there when the zombies attacked. I was there to defend it. But I don't think I was the one who caused the outbreak.
But no, you don't have to worry about the dead rising and whatnot. I don't care about those petty little things that you have in mind. What I do care about is this one small question. Why do you willingly walk with a killer and murderer like Myrrh?
Oh, he's a murderer! I didn't know that! Wait. Well, first of all, I just joined the group that what he was part with. I didn't know it was a murderer. I was in the magic and research division, and he was in the adventuring division. I don't think I know him that.
And he kind of eyes you up and down.
Look at me, yeah, I have my hat on, I have my magic stick.
Yeah. Hold on for a moment. Okay. He kind of eyes you up and down. Right. So you don't exactly know what he was doing before all of that with the Dark Watch and whatnot. I'll give you a small pass. But you see, someone wants him dead. And I Personally, I don't care so much about his companions, more so than the person I have to hunt down. And you, my friend, are going to help with that, one way or another. As soon as he says that,
Well,
he pulls out his bow, strings an arrow very slowly, watching your movements, just kind of pointing it down at you. How do you respond?
let me do a D100 again, please. Peacefully or okay. No, wait. Is this verbal? Yep, it's just verbal. I look at him. It's like, even if I wait, even if we're not that close, he's still part of the group. Are you going to fight me? Or are you going to leave?
He looks at you. His eyes kind of squint in a way that you recognize him smiling behind his kind of bandana around his face. Don't worry. I won't kill you. Immediately, he starts pulling his bow down towards you. Make me an initiative check.
Oh, I got a free hit as well. It's annoying.
Oh my god. You know what I rolled for his initiative?
Oh, I did. Did you click on it? I didn't see. Oh, he actually got a crit.
He got a 25. All right. And yeah, he just immediately like takes a shot down at you, and you notice this arrow's immediately going for your legs. He's trying to immobilize you. And as he does, let me see if anything hits. Character sheet. This is a longbow going down straight at you.
Longbow.
This is I rolled a 20 for that, but it's in GM, so I'll do that again. 21.
Oh, it's even worse.
I believe a 21 hits.
Yes. Cast.
Arrow swings by and just straight into your fin, your leg fins, and immediately you feel this kind of pain down in your leg. That's 6 piercing in your thing.
It's a magic. What the hell?
And soon as that happens, you feel your foot immediately just get overwhelmed by what seems to be like this magical hand that appears from the arrow and grabs you by the foot. That's a grasping arrow. You take 4d6.
An arcane art. Okay.
Bam. 13.
I don't get a roll in this?
Immediately when it hits a creature with a ranged weapon attack, it just happens.
Ow. Okay.
And
And
immediately
space
around you, brambles start to grow on the floor. So your speed is reduced by 10, and if you start moving each time you move 1 foot or more without teleporting, you take another 4d6 slashing damage as brambles just grow all around you.
Ooh. Okay.
With that, it is your turn.
I'm going. Oh god. This might kill me. I'm going to cast. Just. Oh, it's the wrong one. Right. I'm going to cast Sickening Radiant.
Oh wow, okay. I remember this.
It's a bad roll, actually. That's such a bad roll.
I have to make a Constitution saving
Yeah.
throw. and that's a 16. He passes.
Oh, he passes.
You kind of point your staff towards him. Magical green glow starts to appear from the end of that staff and just bursts off this kind of green light around him. You watch as he just immediately just ducks down towards a few kind of branches and twigs that are around his area, and immediately hides behind a large tree. And he just kind of shouts. He shouts out towards you. Ah, so you're that one. I was hoping I'd be able to perhaps shoot down one of that Minotaur, or maybe that Pharaoh Cylon. But still, it's fun having a bit of magical warfare now and then.
Ugh.
With that, what do you do?
I'm going to cast this. I'm going to cast Mind Sliver with the Quicken spell.
Oh, nice.
Am I clicking it? Oh, sorry, I clicked it. It's 7. Now, Quicken.
Turn it into a bonus action. Very cool. Okay. Intelligence saving throw. And wow! Oh my god!
Wow. Cass, what's wrong? What the hell?
You start, casting your spells. You watch as this kind of magical energy starts to drive into his head, and almost like nothing, he just shakes it right off. That's not gonna work on me, friend. But sure enough, soon, a few arrows to the chest maybe, you'll fall, and I'll bring you off a hostage for your friend.
Oh goodness.
Anything else?
No, that's the end.
Okay. As you cast your spells and nothing seems to be working on him, perhaps it's your new staff, you're not sure, but he immediately turns around on you, just kind of looks down straight down into your eyes, and you watch as it just shoots out this burst of light off towards you. 30 foot by one line.
Wait, Cass.
Yeah?
He starts his turn there. He makes a con save.
Alright. That's with your sickening radiance. Very nice. Constitution saving throw. 16.
Oh my god. That's fine.
Alright. But he shoots this kind of blinding burst from an arrow, and it goes in a 30 foot by 1 foot line off towards you, and I believe that hits. Oh no, it doesn't. 30 foot.
Okay. Barely hits. Oh my lord. He underestimated. He's
has
nearsighted.
He has a cover. he covered away from your spell earlier, and as soon as he kind of pokes his head out, he shoots off this kind of blinding arrow and just goes off into the grass in front of you, and he kind of turns back. Well, you miss once in a while. Good thing I still have one more shot. And looks back once more, takes a shot at you. You watch as the arrow in his kind of quiver starts to turn into this shadowy darkness. Fire straight off. Oh my god.
Oh, well, Cass, your rolls here are insane. What? Can spend.
As it fires off into
damage.
you, 7 points of damage. Immediately, you watch as that arrow kind of covers you in this kind of like dark black, inkish almost thing. Like shadows start to appear from out of you. You take another 4d6 psychic damage. 14.
Oh my lord, Cass.
How much HP do you have left? 1. As this kind of blinding pain right into your head, you feel this as psychic damage. You just see like arrows hit you in every direction into your face, and soon enough you feel yourself almost falling down into the ground.
Wisdom save. The wisdom
Yeah,
save.
you make a wisdom saving throw, or you'll be blinded,
Oh my
and
goodness.
you just
Fail, not
pass.
fail.
You just barely pass. You watch as you start getting slowly blinded by this magical inky shadow, but your eyes just kind of peer through it, and you see him just smiling down as he slowly makes his way closer and closer towards you. Now you give up now, or else I'll have to do some drastic measures. With that, it is your turn.
Lord. Oh. Is he still here? He started here, right? He started here.
Yeah,
That
he
was
started here.
what-
He moved into your range, so he's still inside the.
That's around here. Fine.
Yeah, it's still inside the kind of. What do
Oh
you
wait,
have there?
sorry. Con save.
All right, you need 2 con saves, I believe, from
I
last
have
time and then this time.
I have advantage on con saves.
Oh yeah, nice.
So that's a win
That's
and a win.
and all right. So it's still like ongoing. Let's see if I can find that. What is that? 30 feet
Yeah, 30 feet.
radius.
Yes.
Let me do an
It's quite
acid
big
call.
actually, right? It's a sphere, it's a sphere.
Acid sphere. I believe
quite
it's
big,
30
right?
feet. Yeah, look,
It's
look at this.
huge.
It's massive.
That's huge. There. That's it.
Put this in a map. Boom. And yeah, what do you do as he sort of just kind of eyes you down? He still has a few more arrows in his quiver. You watch him kind of point it down towards you. Give up, or let's just say we're going to have to do some pretty nasty things.
Oh, as I'm spitting blood. As I stand up, wipe my eyes, then I'm going to say, well, it's nice meeting you, but I must bid you adieu. Bang.
Oh wow. Okay. And
DC-40.
how far do you go?
That's
How far can this actually make you go?
90.
90 feet.
Yes. Unfortunately, I can't hit him.
Yeah, I don't think it hits you. I mean, it hits him. But you
Yeah.
can teleport pretty far away. And where are you going? Back towards the city?
I'll try going back to the forest. Wait, where's the camp?
The
Around
camp
here?
is where you are currently.
Oh, this is the camp.
Yeah, you're just by the road. There's a campfire there. I can just mark it off with like an image or something. Let me see.
The city is around here, or like down
Like towards the north.
north. That's the city.
Yeah, but if you teleport like 90 feet away, he can still shoot you from there.
Yeah, I'm asking since this is still the forest.
Yeah.
Anyways, forest is the forest. I'll try moving to the forest.
Yeah, sure, okay. Hold on, let me just put down a campfire right there. Just to signify that you were here earlier on. Right there. Maybe here. And you start, just poofing away into the forest.
And
And
cast that as quicken spell as well.
oh wow, smart. All right. You kind of blink away into the forest, just kind of explosion following through. You hear it from miles and miles on end, and you start making your way into the forest. Soon as you do, you just hear from right behind you, I will find you. And soon you start running into the forest as best as you can, knowing that somewhere behind you he's still following closely by. You start running into the forest, and as far as you possibly as far as you can possibly go, make me a few acrobatics check as you hit like a few branches, a few vines. You're just running across the forest.
Acrobatics, right?
Um,
Or athletics.
Athletics or acrobatics, you decide.
Right. Normal roll. Right. Oh, I'm gonna
11. Mm-hmm.
ability check. Is this an ability check? It's athletics
Yes,
ability.
that's an ability check.
I'm gonna use one sorcery. Uh, yeah. I wait. Does it? Is it fail, or should I roll it when I said it says it's a pass, or
Um, I
should I guess
haven't
it?
told you a pass or fail yet, so you can decide if you want to use it now.
Oh yeah, it's fine. I'm gonna cast it again. That's better.
All right. As you're running, you watch as there's a fallen tree right in front of you, and immediately you quickly put yourself into action, jumping over that and just running along with your robes kind of following down the floor, and you're running straight into the forest, not knowing exactly where you're gonna go from this point on. But you keep running and you keep running until
Can I?
eventually the sun kind of goes down, deep down. Soon enough, it turns dark, and you're relying on your vision now. Vision as a Sirenic Carcarius, one of those that can see through the dark. And yeah, you were saying?
Can I? Wait, this is bonus action, right? Um, yeah, it's a bonus action. Can I use as a bonus action? Use um flexible cast. I'm gonna change the third level spell slot, and that's how many? Five sorcery.
Oh,
And
okay.
then I'll try looking for uh water, like river or something.
Try looking for water, and yeah, surely enough, you already know your way around the forest at this point. You've started you were here earlier on, and you did hear a few kind of bits of flowing water just towards the south. You start making your way there, and it gets darker and darker. The trees are kind of splitting off in small sections, and as you get your way off towards what seems to be a small river leading up to, was it like a big cave? Um, Off towards your side, you just hear. Now, how far do you intend to run? As to your right hand side,
Oh, wanted to cast something first. No.
put your token right here, right down the middle, right here.
Sorry, where? Playing again. I
Right
might
here.
put it wrong. Oh goodness, it's quite dark.
It is. You're just hoping on whatever night vision you have, and the river's off towards this corner here, and you watch him just kind of slowly make his way off towards you. Now we can do this the easy way, or the way that's more fun. And it is your turn.
I like a bit. I like a little bit of chase. And I cast Thunderstep again. As a. How many? This is the second Thunderstep I did. Tama click. Boom. As a quicken spell again.
Okay.
I'm panicking, guys. I'm panicking.
You continue casting your spells. You're exhausting everything you simply can, just teleporting as far as you can, making booms of noises. And you continue through the forest, just continuing to run. Until eventually you get to a point where you see this small bend along the river. And what do you do?
So I arrive in the river. I'm gonna use Bastion of Law. And use 5 sorcerer point.
Ooh.
I-
Mm-hmm.
Then I'm going to jump in the river.
You jump in the river, and you notice to your
Is it deep?
left-hand side, you watch as the river kind of curves and kind of flows into what seems to be this large cave.
And the other one is just nothing.
What do you mean the other one?
In the other area, in the other direction.
The other direction just leads off into more forest.
How deep is the river?
It goes pretty deep, kind of enough for you to kind of swim down.
Like how many feet?
Let's say like around 20, maybe 25 feet deep. The deeper
So
in you
deep.
go towards the cave. So it's
So
like
deep.
really shallow, close to the forest. And the deeper in you go towards the cave, the deeper it gets.
I'll go as deep as possible. I'll try to hide in dim light
Oh,
or darkness.
so you're making your way into the cave, or are you?
Yes, yes.
All right.
As deep as I can.
You kind of slosh around the water. You start running off, panicking. Everything against you. You only see barely around your surroundings. Immediately start swimming down into the cave, and soon enough you find yourself in this small section of the cave here.
Oh, it's next to me. No. One, 1 HP and a Dreamcast. Why is my HP like that?
Hold on.
Wait, Cass, give
Mm,
me like
again.
5 minutes. Give me 5 minutes.
Yeah, sure. Right. As you continue swimming down as deep as you can, you stay there for a quick moment, stealthing down as best as you can. Go ahead and make me a stealth check.
Advantage, baby. Oh, good with stealth. You do have advantage. Okay.
16. Yeah, it's pretty good. You dip down into the water, hiding in the darkness, seeing everything in front of you underneath the caves and right outside towards the cave entrance. And not long, around 5 minutes or so, you start to hear the psh of footsteps running on the river just outside of the cave. And then you hear a kind of laughter. I love a good chase, friend. But I will find you soon enough. Where are you, little fish? Soon enough, you hear those footprints go back into dirt and off towards the distance. For now, you are safe, but you're not sure for how long. With your back against the wall in the caves that you're currently in, the depths of the water that you have to go through, just about a few quick moments would pass. What do you do?
I give myself aid. Oh. Little sigh of relief.
Can you cast this on
catch
yourself?
Yes, I can.
Okay, sure.
Can I? Up to 3 creatures within range. Choose myself,
I think,
right?
yeah, I think you can. You should be able to, yeah.
Get a bit of breath. Stay there for a while. That's a flexible casting again.
Mm-hmm.
God, flexible casting is saving me right now.
Yeah, you're using like all of your spell slots, your sorcery points, just kind of mixing it between.
I'm gonna use 1 second level spell. Nope. And 1 first level spell. That's 5 points, right?
Yep.
And then, is there anything that happens before I use another action?
For a quick moment, you're just kind of there for a long time, just sitting idly, waiting for something to happen, and there seems to be nothing for a good moment.
I breathe a bit. And I forgot I had this ability. Cast invisibility.
Smart. You cast invisibility on yourself and you start melding right into the water. A good maybe 20 or 30 minutes would pass, and this kind of, as it happens, you watch as a boat kind of swings by ahead over you. Let me just put that down as a token. Just a good kind of small fishing boat, almost, or the kind of boats.
It's big as me. Oh, it's bigger. No, it's larger.
You watch the boat kind of goes overhead, just making its way down towards the caves. Right deep through. Do you follow it or you just let it pass by you?
Can I take a bit of peek, like who's there?
Sure. As the boat makes its way off just over your head, you swim just enough that you can poke your eyes across the water. Make me a perception check with disadvantage because it is dark.
Alright, I'm going to use some cogs as glasses.
Oh, nice.
That's normal. Oh, can't see it. Still can't. Unless
Mm-hmm.
the cogs adjust. I use one sorcery. The cogs adjust. Use another. Oh god. I
Nothing
can use this
helps.
infinitely, but I'm not gonna do it. It's a waste of sorcery points actually.
And yeah, you just kind of pass by, and this kind of shadowy figure, with a bow and a few and arrows and a quiver, makes his way past, and you can just hear about this kind of small snickering. No matter. Small fish gets away, starts calling to its friends, and eventually, my dear friend, I will get you before then. No one escapes the bounty hunter. And as soon as that kind of boat passes by, you have a quick moment to just book it and start making your way out of the cave.
You're still in the cave, right?
Yeah, it's deeper into the cave. You watch as that boat was sailing deep into the cave.
Who should I follow? I go in. Mad Kate. Mad has made this entire map, but I'm not gonna use it. I'm a limitless cast. Is it gonna go like not deeper? I mean,
It is
or
pretty deep already. Like it's just about like 25 feet down.
right?
This
I'm
is as
gonna
deep as it goes.
silently like go. Let's I have 40. How much? I, wait, how much do I have? 40 feet, right?
I believe you have 40 feet. Yeah,
Yeah,
you should write this down somewhere.
yeah. I'll do it now. Uh, walking. I'll just say it in the eyes. 40 feet to him. 25. I'll try and follow, like silently.
And yeah, you're still
Silent.
invisible, so you're like underwater, also invisible, just kind of swimming across. And you keep going, and
Right. Stay here.
you watch as that man, whom calls himself the bounty hunter, is carrying a dead person off on his boat, starts dragging it across, and just puts it down. You watch as that person is still breathing. Soon after, you watch him take an arrow and point his bow directly into his head, like it's just close up, so it doesn't miss completely. Just it's immediately in his head.
Huh?
You watch it like
Disadvantage.
you watch
He's
him
5 feet.
you watch him pull the bow up, and immediately just the arrow pierces straight through the person's skull and kills him within a quick second.
Shit's brutal.
Right. Now for the rest of the things I have to do. And as he says that is where we end our session.
Oh my lord.
As you wait here in the small caves, your friends unknowing that someone is hunting Myrrh. And that is
Honestly,
where we end our session
honestly, I
for
could have just left.
now. I mean, yeah, you could have. Probably should
No.
have.
Nah, cast. You know me. I like limit testing. Even
Alright.
though my rolls are bad.
So
Oh
with
god.
that,
That was pretty fun. Oh my god.
that was your small session. And we will continue this by the next time, this Saturday. So until then, see ya.
GG.
Alright.